welcome to another episode of Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. Okay, so the last one we had a lot of bad endings in a row before we really got anywhere, which I felt very discouraged about. So if we take a look here, oh, I guess we didn't get one that was going on with that, but we did get one that was way over here for some reason. I don't even know how. It's just kind of happened. But we've already got like 5 bad endings already, which is not intended whatsoever. But it's happened, and depending on how long this visual novel is, it could continue to happen. But yeah, I'm still very impressed with this so far, though I was a little bit confused as to why Kenji, I think his name was, why he ended up suddenly, being possessed almost? Like, it like all of a sudden he was in pain, and then the next minute he was someone else entirely. So, I'm not really sure how that transpired at all, because not sure what happened there, but we might find out. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very, very confused, and I'm also confused as to how we got into a completely different version of Manton Aquarium. But who knows, maybe it's our little sister's doing, in order to kind of show that she's still there, or to like show what happened to her, maybe? I don't know. But I'm sure we will figure this out. So let's go where we last were. As soon as the door is between us, I put my ear against it and listen to the sounds in the passageway I just left. However, it's only my own violent pulse and not Hiyoshi-san's going crazy that I can hear. Honestly, I almost feel relieved. Being separated like this leaves me feeling worried about him, but at the moment I don't have the time to spare. I wonder if this is wrong? It's natural that I'd have these doubts, I say over my shoulder. The only thing to respond to my words is the wind rustling my hair. That's right, this is... Finally, I begin to confirm my location. This place is semi-outdoors and even colder than the passageway. Despite the fact that it's summer, I shiver instinctively. Below eye level, there are several plastic chairs in a row. In the center of the chairs, which are lined up like dolls on a tiered stand, is a stage that is a little smaller than a school classroom. Bowls and buckets are lying atop it. In the center of the stage is something resembling a small shed. A stage? That's right, for things like the sea lions. A stage, one facility that no aquarium should lack. From kids to adults, the show is something everyone can enjoy. This small city aquarium, Manton Aquarium, still has a stage despite its size. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Upon muttering this, doubt enters my mind. Hiyoshi-san said this place was on a shifted time axis, but even so, each section just feels too different. The Fish of the World booth, where the first strange phantom occurred, the jellyfish booth and tunnel tank. Thinking back on them in order, they each felt like their own distinct time period. The countless fish that decayed, the immensely entrancing beauty. With each new facility I entered, the look changed. Ridiculous! There can't be... I start to say, then shake my head. I don't know how many things I had thought possible have come to pass here. This crazy theory, perhaps... Never mind, I have to find Himeno. Pushing my doubts to the edge of my mind, I head down the stairs for the desk seating towards the stage. Huh? This is... About halfway to the stage, I find a booklet on top of a seat that is thick enough to contain about 50 pages. Manton Aquarium Guidebook is written on the front cover. That's all I see, just the name and nothing else. This has a map inside. Okay, so... We were in here, went into a staff hallway, which I'm assuming was kind of in this area, if not, like, in here and up this way and somehow out here. I don't know. But this is a very small aquarium. I suddenly realize as I am finishing my sentence. Since Himeno has our map, this is definitely going to come in handy. I'll try and read a little more. Thumbing through the pages, I see that it has an introduction to Manton Aquarium. Other than that, there are bits of trivia about the fish on display, like that the pirarucu is the biggest freshwater fish, or that orca communicate using ultrasonic waves. I want to read through this later. Though I don't want to part with the guidebook, I've detached the map from it. Not knowing what might happen, I come to the conclusion that I don't want to carry anything bulky. Okay. Suppressing my desire to sit down and read it, I return the guidebook to the seat. Staff room. There might be someone there. On weeknights, they hold the adult-targeted Manton Aquarium Exploratory Tour. It supposedly shows off the other side of Manton Aquarium. For that expedition, pathways that customers are normally unaware of are printed in the guidebook. According to the map, there appears to be a staff waiting area. It seems they don't stop there on the exploratory tour, but the place itself is printed on the map. If I go there, someone may be there. Looking at the map, I wonder which way I should go as I follow the route. It seems there are two paths to the staff room. The first path is through the passageway I went through earlier. The other seems to be through an underground passage connected to the inside of the shed on the stage. I'm gonna have to choose which way to go, aren't I? Even though it's labeled as underground, it's more accurate to say it is one floor down. I still don't know how Hiyoshi-san is, so I think I should take the latter path. Okay, so maybe I don't choose. I'm scared after all. Himeno, where are you? Lowering my defenses, these weak-hearted words well up inside me. I mumble them as I step onto the stage. Following those words, anxiety descends upon me. Oh, I am right here. No way, Himeno? I doubt that voice, which seemed ready and waiting on me, was an illusion. No way. That's cruel, Mayu. Himeno! I can hear Himeno's voice, but I can't see her. Where is she, I think, as I glance about the stage. Himeno is nowhere to be found. That's right, inside the shed. When the shed at the edge of the stage enters my line of sight, I head for it at double speed. The floor is wet enough that it seems I should slip, but somehow I hold on and move forward. The inside of the shed is as if a waiting area and a warehouse had been combined into one room. The fishy stench is probably from the stains from food used during shows. In the past, I had seen a fish thrown to a sea lion that caught a ball with its nose. Oh. Himeno! Himeno! At the edge of the shed, in a plain metal chair against the wall, Himeno is leaning against the back in what appears to be a state of total exhaustion. I have so much to say to you, Himeno, because Seeing her face, any thoughts of our argument are completely blown out of existence. Words that found no form are forever pushed away. The fact that she's alright, all on its own, makes me happy. It's fine. First of all, calm down. Ugh. Himeno, what's wrong? Miyu, don't make that face. There's nothing to worry about. I have a lot of things to say to Himeno, but my words get caught in my throat. Seeing Himeno breathing heavily, my own pulse quickens. As I stand there, forgetting how to breathe, Himeno lays a hand on my chest. Even when she had a cold, Himeno would still come to school with a smile on her face. When she got injured at clubs, she wouldn't take time off from gym class. That's why, even in this aquarium, I thought somewhere in my heart that Himeno would be fine. If only we could reunite, surely she'd lead with a smile. She'd go home side by side. Or we'd go home side by side. That had been my hope. I'm sorry. Miyu, I don't think I can make it. It is so easy for Himeno's soft complaints to punch me right in the heart. With just that one phrase, I drop to my knees in front of her. Miyu, get up. I won't. No, because... I shake my head at Himeno's words. I can't remain standing, not while seeing my precious friend like this and hearing her frail voice. Oh, gross, what is that? Every time Himeno speaks, she spews white nematodes from her mouth. Oh, God. I'm not sure if she's aware of it or not, but thin creatures that look like mealworms wriggle at her feet. With a clatter, Himeno seems as if she might fall from the chair. I support Himeno from under her arm, propping her up. Thank you. Don't thank me, Himeno, what happened? Himeno's body is hot, the same as when I had my 104-degree fever. No, higher than that. I'm glad I got to see you again, but I didn't want you to see me in this state. Unable to finish what she was saying, Himeno coughs up several nematodes along with some spit. Oh god. I don't want to see it. Not necessarily because it is weird or disgusting. I just don't want to see Himeno this way. Himeno, let's go to the hospital. We'll eat ice cream, alright? That's probably impossible now. Hearing the words that had fallen instinctively from my mouth, Himeno smiles back at me. Even as I ignore the lie in Himeno's smile, I still become aware of it. It's not impossible! Mayu. It's not impossible. I'll take you to a hospital, okay? So let's go. Thanks. That you feel that way fills me up. It's not just my feelings. Got it, Himeno? Can you stand? Don't overdo it. Okay, Mayu? That's right. I wanted to apologize to you, Mayu. In an attempt to lend her my shoulder, I take Himeno's arm, but she quickly brushes me off. Himeno's hands are shaking. Despite this, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the keychain. That's... Yeah, by the way, when I thought back to when I picked it up, it most likely wasn't yours, Mayu. I'm such an idiot. You're not! It was because I didn't listen at all to what you said, so... Because I was so convinced you had dropped it, Mayu. Thinking back... She's repeating the same thing over and over. Himeno's consciousness must be getting hazy. Oh, gross. Every time Himeno gets choked up, she vomits up vicious sputum and lively bugs. Even so, I can't look away from Himeno. I get the feeling that if I don't look at her face, I'll never again see her smile. I don't think I'm being overdramatic or anything of the sort, since I had never heard of someone throwing up bugs. Here, you take it, Mayu. What, this keychain? Yeah, there seems to be no mistake someone dropped it. That's why... Give it back to them. Give it back, that's... We're going back together, right? Manton Aquarium is small. Surely we'll find them right away, won't we? Jeez, Mayu, you idiot. Can't you tell by looking? There's no way I can go home. No, don't, Himeno. If you say that, it'll come to pass. Himeno places the keychain in my palm, then softly places her hands once more on my shoulders. She moves her... Ooh, I can't talk right now. She moves her hands from there to the back of my head. Then with a light, feather-like sensation, she pulls me close to her. Himeno, no. Mayu, get home. No matter what. That hug lasts only a few seconds, then Himeno lightly pushes me away. I couldn't take it. If I infected you. Just leave me here. Right as the end of her sentence fades away, her head flops forward. No way. No way. Himeno's body, with her eyes shut and not even one fingertip moving, is hot. Even so, Himeno won't turn her smile my way. She won't respond to my voice. No way, there's just... no way! Without a second thought, I hold Himeno. She said I might get infected, but that doesn't matter to me. Having welled up inside her mouth, nematodes crawl about Himeno's puffed up lips. Experiencing feelings of intense denial, I wipe away a nematode and crush it. A murky green liquid remains on my finger. I quickly rub it off on the floor. She's moving? With her chest so close to mine, I can feel a pulse. No mistake, it is a heartbeat. Pulling away from Himeno, my trembling hand somehow lands on her left breast. Having sunk into that softness, I definitely feel a pulse going ba-dum, ba-dum. She's alive! Himeno, I'm so glad. Just like that, I forget about rubbing off the filth and sit down. Even with the bugs getting into our body, as long as she's alive, I think it can work out somehow. I won't even consider the possibility of it not working out. But I can't think of a concrete way to save Himeno. Within my completely blank mind, there's only anxiety and fear. Having slumped more than sat down, a third person's voice reaches my ears. Oh no. An unfamiliar voice. I don't know how to voice this. Hang on. I'll just say it normally, I guess. Anisakis and Pseudoterranova Philometra that aren't supposed to infect humans. I wonder what exactly could cause something like this to happen. If the situation wasn't what it is, I would immediately preserve some of them in a petri dish. What? From behind me, a cold voice interrupts my thoughts. In contrast with the feverish Himeno, that voice clings coolly to the nape of my neck. It is a woman's voice I've never heard. It's a pity I cannot collect this precious sample. I don't have the luxury of time right now. I must find that child quickly. My, what a cute girl. What is it? Might you have come to the aquarium to have fun with your friend? Aquarium? This is Manton Aquarium, right? That's right, me and Himeno. So this girl, she's called Himeno-chan then. The woman looks to be in her 30s. Well, I'm voicing her pretty high-pitched then. Her blue eyeshadow leaving quite the impression. Her appearance coupled by her calm manner of speaking both tell me she must be quite mature. Ha ha! Yep, voicing way off. Okay, cool. Her light-colored hair is connected into an updo and her suit is impeccably chosen. Those clothes. Could you be an aquarium staff member? Yes, I am Saganuma Reiko. At this aquarium, I am, I suppose, a representative of the director? Like a vice director? A little bit different. It would take some time to explain. More importantly, you should move away from Himeno-tan. Huh? The woman called Himeno by name with a coquettish tone. It gives me the impression of being very forced. Crossing her arms as she looks down at me, the woman narrows her eyes. Would it be easier for you if I use the word infection? You have a wound on your leg, don't you? It's as if their fertility isn't intensified, meaning there are probably eggs amongst all that as well. What? She doesn't appear to be dead, but it is only a matter of time. You can no longer save Himeno-chan. That's... Please wait a second. It's fine to leave her like that. After I finish my business, I'll take her with me as a sample. The corners of Saganuma-san's mouth widen as she says this. My fear of this woman is even greater than my anger at Himeno being referred to as a sample. Even though someone right in front of her eyes might die, she's smiling. How in the world can she make that face? Because I can't understand. Saganuma Reiko-san seems terrifying to me. Please wait. If you're a member of the staff, then can't you take me to this building's first aid room? Or call an ambulance or something, since Himeno's alive? It seems you care for Himeno-chan a great deal, so try to imagine this. If you die because of her, think about how Himeno-chan would feel. Himeno's alive. Please don't say something like that. I'm begging you, please save Himeno. I am not a doctor. It's not possible. Moreover, I don't think the rescue workers would want to respond to such a hopeless call. Saganuma-san says this bluntly in a cruel voice. Her voice is colder than the first time I heard it, like water that is frozen over. She can't be saved anymore. Everything those words come from her mouth. Every time those words come from her mouth, my pulse grows louder and quicker. My blood is rushing through me fast enough for my veins to be worn down from within. That's not good enough. Please, save her. Please save Himeno! Before I know it, I'm facing her and pleading. However, my desperate pleas are being shattered by her cruel smile. I don't like disobedient children. I also have work to do. Important work that matters. You have work? This place isn't normal. Isn't that something a staff member should get? After fear makes a lap through me, I push aside my emotions. Leaping over my fear and anxiety towards this woman, I wholeheartedly just want to save Himeno. Not normal? Whatever do you mean? An aquarium also serves as a research institution. The situation itself... What? As aquariums also serve as research institutions, the situation itself isn't normal now, is it? I don't understand it all. That's enough. No matter how much time I spend here, it won't help. If you wish to join me, you're free to do so. Free to join you? Saganuma-san, aren't you staff here? Are you saying you don't know anything about this aquarium filled with nothing but phenomena? I don't understand a word of what you're saying. All these good things? I'm telling you I'm going now. If you wish to die along with her, then just sit there staring about like that. Later, I'll study you in full as well, though one sample is more than enough. I shudder as a chill runs up my spine. I'm finally able to understand that this isn't a joke, that she is saying she sincerely doesn't care about whether Himeno lives or dies. Wait, please. You've wasted enough of my time. I must hurry up and find that child. The last bit of what Saganuma-san says is inaudible as she runs out from the small room on the stage. Being neither harmful nor harmless, that's the type of person she is. Thinking she could point me down to one path that leads away from Himeno and I dying together with just one phrase, I am thrust down to rock bottom. Himeno can't be saved. That single phrase bounces around my head numerous times. No. Turning it over in my head with such frequency, the truth Saganuma-san has stated is becoming engraved upon my heart. I can no longer hear the click-clack sound of her high heels. Instead, what resonates is the sound of drops falling from my eyes. If you're having doubts, then just die. Huh? Who? It is a girl's voice, much younger than Saganuma-san. Oh, well, okay. Around the same age as me, in fact. I turn towards the voice coming a short distance away from where I'm holding Himeno. Oh! I don't remember if I gave you a voice or not. A slender girl who is a little taller than me, with eyes a slightly different color than Saganuma-san's cold eyes, looks down at me scornfully. Her hair is tied back, dangling behind her like a tail. She's a bit different from Himeno, but is still a girl in fashionable attire. I watch her with cautious interest as she glares at me. What's this? All of a sudden. Who knows? I'm just annoyed with you, since I hate people who are so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? You think you can just show up and know how I'm feeling? I don't know. I'm not interested. I feel irritated at this girl who knows nothing of my circumstances showing up with all of these complaints. To think that Saganuma-san left and now this! She's directing her futile impatience at me as well. The girl is calm but speaking fast. Hearing such a tone, I can't go on without saying something back. If you're not interested, then why did you speak to me? More importantly, you haven't gotten swept up in anything dangerous, have you? Who knows? What's with that answer? Just say what you want to say. How mean. When this girl starts speaking to me, it raised hope somewhere inside of me. I briefly hold out hope that she's talking to me because she knows some way I can save Himeno. That's why I begin to feel something more than just irritation towards this girl who has come to kick me while I'm down. That girl's gonna get eaten up by bugs and die, right? But parasites aren't all that quick or efficient. What are you... Because it's this Manton aquarium, she will die. If it were me, that's what I would think. Then what are you saying? My heart begins to beat faster at her words. Now I regret placing so much hope in this girl. Nevertheless, from her way of speaking, could it be that... If you get out of here, there may be a way to cure her. If it comes down to crying and dying, I would fight back rather than giving in. Cure her? Just now you said cure her. Really? But that staff member earlier said she can no longer be saved. I don't know. There's no guarantee she can be saved, but the one who said she couldn't be saved was an employee of the aquarium, right? Not a doctor. Not a doctor. She seemed like she knew a lot about parasites, but sure enough, that woman was not a doctor. She said so herself. Also, the girl said something previously that caught my attention. Earlier you said this Mantum Aquarium, right? What is this place? If you know, then tell me. Don't take me for a fool. But I don't know. Since this is an aquarium where nothing but dangerous things happen, I want to know how to get out of here. I can't save Himeno. Which path do you take is completely up to you. I don't have any more time to worry about other people. I'm just saying if it were me, I wouldn't quit until I was dead. Upon making her blunt assertion, the girl heads for the innermost part of the shed. Somehow, in contrast to the employee earlier, she had entered from the side of the stage. If you don't have time, then why are you encouraging me? Encouraging me? Upon saying those words, I get an awkward feeling. The cutting assertions she made in a blunt tone and the words she said to me weren't exactly kind. However, I found them kind in the moment. It isn't that I can't save her, nor is it guaranteed that I can. Having received even a small amount of hope, my tears have stopped. I told you already, I was just getting annoyed. Without looking back, the girl walks away. Sitting on the ground, huddled close with Himeno, I think over the two possibilities in my mind. Since it's unlikely that I can save her, should I just stay here with her a second longer? Or should I believe the girl's words and escape from this danger-filled aquarium? Two possibilities balancing on a scale. Well, it's not gonna do me any good if I stay put, so I might as well look for a way out. The possibility of saving Himeno is probably 0. Or, just as the girl said, it may not be 0. It is not completely outside the realm of possibility. Moreover, Mari is here, just as she appeared that day. Mari is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur. Himeno's condition is also an undisputed abnormality. Saganema-san herself said that the parasites eating away at Himeno were ones that wouldn't normally attack humans. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himeno is me. It isn't as if that staff member, or the mysterious girl, or Hiyoshi-san, or anyone else will save Himeno. I have to walk on my own 2 legs. If I don't, Himeno will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept that determination. I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I am standing right now. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himeno on top of it. I find a towel, fold it up several times, and lay it over her. As crass as it is, she now has a futon and blanket. Just a little while. Just wait a little while. First, I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warped space-time Manton aquarium, then somewhere there should be a connection. It shouldn't be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. If I can get out normally from the gate, then next I'll see a safe route. It will take some time for me to move Himeno, so I need to carefully ensure that no more phenomena will occur. In the event that I can't get out through the gate, it would mean that we're trapped inside Manton Aquarium. If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out of this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It'll be alright. My plan's clarified. I feel as if I can do this. I have no I had a bit of an accent there. I have no special skills and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himeno is second to no one's. Okay, in that case, first is... I'm going to, this is the thing. I'm gonna save right there, too, just in case. Okay, in that case, first is go back the way I came, go back using a new route. Going back using a new route is probably a good idea, because Hiyoshi-san is probably back the way I came. So, yeah. In order to get back to the gate, it seems there are 2 similar routes, but I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiyoshi-san. Hiyoshi-san was clearly not normal. I have the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority. Moreover, as opposed to Himeno, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. If I can get out of the aquarium, I should go check on Hiyoshi-san's condition once more at that time, because there's no changing the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage, even if by accident that was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. Opening the door, I step down a rusty stairway. It's a spiral staircase, and as I step off at the very bottom, I see a dim underground passage stretching out before me. After going down the passageway a bit, I run into a door. It seems that if I do not pass through this room, I cannot proceed. Upon slowly opening the door, I see several computers and various other machines. Since I see lots of levers and dials with numbers and up and down symbols on them, this must be where all the machines in the aquarium are controlled. They probably control the tank temperature, oxygen regulation, lighting, and such from here as well. At any rate, I should keep moving. As I proceed, the sound of my footsteps echoes with a click-clack, click-clack, and echo lingers with a clack-clack sound. It figures this place is creepy too. I mumble something like that after all that has happened. Even as I reflect on this and walk on, a jarring sound blends in with my footsteps. What was that sound just now? Grrr. Puzzled, I strain my ears and can hear someone moaning. The voice is coming from my destination, the interior of the cellar. Despite my hesitation, I proceed onward with caution. Please. Oh. What? After taking several steps, the voice becomes clearer. Peering through a gap in the machines, I discover the origin of the voice. Oh no. Is it Hiyoshi? Oh, okay, this is something else entirely. What's going on here? I scream without thinking. In a corner of the control room, something completely detached from reality is taking place. Is that an orca? But how? I give voice to what lies before my eyes, a plump, round body with a distinct contrast between its colors of black and white. On the opposite side of its sharp, shark-like fin is its mouth, with its tapered teeth all lined up. That's right, orcas. I burped. Okay. Oh god, did it again. Hello. Spontaneous burping. No idea why. That's right, orca are swimming around in here. In this room with no water, they swim about in the air. It isn't just that they float in the air, they move and swim about using their fins and bodies. Okay. Moreover, there isn't just one, two, no, three. There are 3 of them swimming right before my eyes, marine creatures that are much longer than the span of my 2 arms if I were to spread them wide. How? The orca continued to swim about, unaware of my presence. No, at this rate I'll be attacked. As I realize this, I step back. However, immediately after I do so, I catch sight of the owner of that small voice. That girl is... The 3 orca are swimming around, encircling something as if it were their prey. That something at the center is a girl around the same age as me, a girl I ran into only a short while ago on the stage. Her eyes are wide and she trembles with a terrified expression, standing shock still as her only escape route is blocked. Her mouth is flapping open and closed as if she's having trouble breathing. As the orcas swim about, they occasionally point the tips of their noses at the girl. They probably aren't smelling her, the movement appearing to me as if they are sizing her up instead. Well, I do feel a need to help her out, so I don't even know that girl's name. However, as things are now, it seems the girl will be attacked by the orca. I push my numerous doubts aside and focus only on that fact. I want to save her. Thanks to those words welling up inside, I can no longer say this doesn't concern me. Moreover, if it were Himeno, she would surely get involved. Even if I saved Himeno after ignoring someone in trouble, she wouldn't be happy about it. I'll save that girl. Someone. I hear those timid words she mumbles. Little by little, the 3 orcas swimming in the air seem to be tightening the circle they have made. I have to hurry. But what should I do? Voicing my doubts, I look around. There's a fire extinguisher. I wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. At any rate, I have to get her away from the orca. Oh, fuck. Well, let me just say it again, except over here. Wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. That might not be a good idea. I might accidentally do something bad. But the fire extinguisher would probably be a good idea? Question mark? Okay. That's a fire extinguisher. At the edge of the room, I discover a fire extinguisher. If I can attract their attention with this, and somehow while the orca are distracted, I would need to get away. I pull the yellow pin from the fire extinguisher and point the hose at the orca. Ah! In time with my shout, I pull the nozzle of the fire extinguisher with everything I have. At that moment, white smoke sprays out. Hidden in the smoke, the orca's forms immediately vanish. That's probably not good. Take this opportunity and run for it! I shout, leaving the fire extinguisher on the ground. I then run for the exit. Huh? It is only a second later that I feel something strike my back. Hit so hard it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. I pitch forward and fall. No! Ah! That scream is involuntary. Little by little, the area around my neck starts to hurt, and I scream once more. My breath grows light. Air is blowing out of the hole that has opened in my neck. Oh. Ah! After a while, my screams will not even come out anymore. An orca is right in front of me. The 3 orca had been with that girl, and one more was right where I had been heading. It's useless to wonder about where it came from. With the orca swimming in the air, the concept of space itself has become more than ambiguous. Oh, great. My body is overrun with the orca's small, sharp teeth. Ugh! I try to raise my voice, but I realize my mouth is full of seawater. Before I figure out what's going on, I'm in the ocean. Lovely. This is great! The blood exiting from my body gradually flows upward. I'm not just in the ocean, but it seems I'm in the deep part of it. As I try to fill my chest with air, water flows into my lungs from the hole in my neck. My body will likely return to the sea. As I think this, my body, which has taken on buoyancy, seems as if it belongs to someone else. Well... you have 9 minutes of battery power left. Okay, shit! I need to fix that. Hold on! Yeah, you're dead. Being too kind-hearted is mere foolishness. Well, I'm in a hurry. I have something I have to do. Oh, thanks. That's really nice of you, leaving me there to die. Melting? Why would you call that melting? I didn't even do anything to melt. I got fucking eaten by orcas. Okay, well, that was a fucking bad idea. Okay, well, hit continue, I think, is what I need. So don't use the fire extinguisher. Maybe move the machine to the computer? It's dangerous to get close to the orca. That's why I can't think of a way to undo these circumstances. Excuse me. If I had bait, I could probably distract the orca, but I don't see anything nearby. Needless to say, the girl under attack is already playing that role. Something I can use. Hoping against hope, I place my hand on the computer console. The liquid crystals on the touch panel seem to power on, causing some sort of control screen to be displayed. This is the tunnel tank, the stage, the jellyfish booth. Aside from those, the names of various facilities in the aquarium are displayed. From this computer, I can probably access each of those facilities. However, now is not the time for that. Anything's fine, just... Ignoring the other facilities, I touch the selection for the basement level control room. The control screen for the air, the speakers, and so on is displayed. How much does the habitat of these orcas have in common with real orca? Realizing I don't have the time to think it over, I decide the temperature settings are the best place to start. It's ideal for humans, but it could burn the sea creatures. It's no use, this will take too much time. The roar of the air is fierce, but there is little change in what I can feel on my skin. There has to be another way to use the orca's environment. Okay. So, I can use its sense of pain, use its sense of hearing, use its sense of smell. Maybe hearing. The orca have begun probing the girl with the tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad. I have to... Small but sharp teeth peek out from the small opening in the orca's mouth. The tips of its teeth seem to sparkle when my pulse quickens. There's no time left to test another method. I have to find some sort of solution from within the machine right in front of me. The speaker. I discover the volume setting on the liquid crystal display and hazily recall something inside my mind. Sound. Ultrasonic waves. Their sense of hearing! I remember something I saw on TV about orca and their environment. Dolphins, whales, and other similar species use sound for communication. The various species make noise and can comprehend that sound. These are creatures with excellent hearing. Anything's fine, just some noise! That's my only hope, I think. If I can make a loud enough sound, I can probably repel the orca. Setting aside my feelings of impatience, I set the volume as high as possible. All that's left is where the playback comes from. I wonder where the sound comes out. Huh? At that moment, chills run up my spine. The girl and the 3 Orca are at the periphery of my vision. Then I wonder what in the world it was that just brushed against my spine. Could it have been... Despite trying to keep it under control, my heartbeat is rapidly increased. Sweat drips from my forehead. There is 1 more Orca here now. 4 in total. Huh? As I realize what's happening, I suddenly feel my legs floating. Not just that, but suddenly my entire body is floating about. No, there's no way I could be floating in midair. My body has taken on buoyancy and it's floating. Am I in the ocean again? Yep, I am. Okay. That wasn't the right move, I guess. Ugh. I try to speak, but salty water flows into my throat. This is underwater. Without realizing it, I've ended up in the ocean, unable to breathe. I am suffocating. This is bad. This is bad. Not only does it seem like I will drown, but the orcas are at my back. My eyes have finally grasped their enormous stature. On the other hand, the backdrop of the basement has disappeared. The computer and machines, I can no longer see any of it. It's no good if things stay as they are. I'll be attacked. I'll become the orca's helpless prey. My hands wriggle about and seize a long, narrow pole. As I'm prodded by the tip of the orca's nose, my body gives a violent shake. The giant orca has the intensity of a semi-truck. The force from being pushed causes the pole I grab to spin about. The orca opens its mouth right before my eyes. The fangs, which I have only seen from a distance, seem very large at point-blank range. No, no! Pulling my body back, I begin to float slightly away from the orca. The velocity at which I'm floating backwards is still much slower than the speed of the orca's approach. As I'm trying to use the pole I'm holding in my right hand as an axis, it begins to spin. Falling victim to the current created by the orca's movement, I lose hold of the pole. An orca approaches from the front, seizing me. And I'm dead. Okay. Just as the orca's fangs graze my head, a screeching kee sound reverberates. Ah! My body hits the hard floor with a thump. With hard, ragged gasps, I realize I can breathe. What? The seawater that once surrounded me now gone, I am once again in the place with all the machines. As if a filter has been placed over my ears, I cannot hear clearly. Strange. More importantly, that girl. There is nothing where my eyes land. Seeing that a shadow has fallen over me, I look over my shoulder. Oh, hey! I saved you. It worked! The girl from earlier is touching the machine. It seems as if she's talking, but I can't understand what she's saying because I cannot hear, as if someone has covered my ears. On top of the computer is a microphone spun around. It's the type connected directly to the machine. Right. Accidentally, the howling and the clicking sound. You may a bit of a hearing. As the filter over my ears fades, I'm able to understand the girl's words. The clicking sound, the ultrasonic waves the orca emit, the sound volume of that sound probably repelled the orca. The illusion of being in the water is also gone. Somehow we seem to have escaped danger. As I stand up, I start to feel relieved. Good. Don't start feeling relieved on your own. If you look at the big picture, our situation hasn't changed all that much. Mari? What did you say? Long hair and a bit shorter than I. I didn't realize it earlier, but she has the look of my missing little sister from behind. Her hairstyle and color are different, but something about her makes me feel nostalgic. The girl turns away from the machine and looks back at me. Her eyes are the same color as Mari's, after all. If Mari had continued to grow, she would surely look like this. If you're going to cause a disturbance, don't involve me. Well then. But wait a second. I refuse. With no concern for me, the girl begins to walk away. She must know something. My intuition tugs at me. Wiping the dust off my butt, I follow after her. It isn't that I'm trying to cause a disturbance. If I truly believe this girl to be Mari, then I may have to deny what I see before me. I only want to speak with the girl. However, in spite of these thoughts, my words will not come out. I am searching for my little sister who went missing here 5 years ago. You look a lot like her, that's all. So is that why you saved me then? No, that's not it. It's just, you were in danger, so... I don't get it. Well then, tell me what you know about this Manton Aquarium, because my little sister and my friend, Mari and Himeno, I want to save them. Himeno, the girl from earlier. You were able to pull yourself together then. The girl stops walking for a bit. In that moment of inaction, I am able to reach her side with small steps. Giving me a sideways glance, the girl speaks quietly. I'll pay back my debt now. Debt? The debt I owe you for saving me. I don't see it as something you have to pay back at all. I think it is, because I don't know when either of you or I will die. I should pay it back while we're still alive. So within this malicious Manton Aquarium. Malicious Manton Aquarium? The place where we're standing. It was born from an incident 5 years ago, a malicious alternate dimension existing alongside the regular one. If it weren't, such bizarre phenomena couldn't occur. Malicious alternate dimension? What exactly do you mean? If I could explain it, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. The girl says curtly, and just like that turns around. Her words only deepen in this mystery further. This alternate dimension world, could it be like the parallel world Hiyoshi-san was talking about? Paying no heed to my being deep in thought, the girl starts walking again. Wait! At any rate, could we at least say we're trapped in this aquarium? To my knowledge, though I haven't tested that theory. I'm getting out of here, together with someone precious to me, because I will save Himeno. Do what you want. Don't you want to escape as well? If you do, come with me, let's go together. That's pretty much the exact same answer! I'll say come with me. Then, come with me. Don't treat me like a child. I have no desire to run away from this place. The girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving the impression that she would never accept. Well, let me try this again. Let's go together. We'll go together. There's no need. I don't want to run away from this place. The girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving the impression that she would never accept. Quickening her pace, she walks back in the direction of the previous room. But I was planning to go this way too. That's right. In the end, moving forward means our destinations are the same. Moving at a trot, I follow the girl. Well, we survived. That's the main thing. But I should probably end it here because I've probably been at this for a little longer than I intended to. Maybe. I don't know. I'm really bad at judging timing when it comes to this stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And this is getting interesting. I hope we figure out what that girl's name is though, because I'm very curious. Anyway, see you.